Hello everyone, it's just after 4 o'clock our time, so end of the day almost. I hope everyone's okay. Apologies that we haven't done this for a couple of weeks. Last week we got crazily busy just as I was about to go live, so we had to cancel that. And then yesterday I had a day off, so yeah, we've switched it to today. I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's January was good. January is now finished. Amazing. Worst month of the year. And yeah, we're now into February, which is quite scary. It kind of all went very, very quickly. So I don't have any specific questions that people want answered today. So we will just crack on with some updates on some of people's favorite cases. Hi Tina, thank you so much for joining. So who have we got? Right, I think everyone's going to want to see Chris and Rocky. So Rocky got injured last week, and he wasn't able to use his back legs for a few days, but he is improving rapidly. Oh, and here is Chris. So Chris, as many of you will know, came into us a while ago and had on and off diarrhea, and we couldn't quite figure out what was going on, and eventually we thought it might be Campylobacter. So we started the treatment for that, and turns out we were correct, and he is doing so much better. His feces are now solid. He's a happy boy, quite calm, but very happy. And he's doing really, really well. So we're very, very pleased with that, because yeah, we were quite confused for a while. And he's on our list to have another bath tomorrow. If you remember, he came in with some pretty horrible mange. He's looking a lot better than he was, but yeah, he's gonna have another bath tomorrow, which will be nice, make him feel better. And then this is Rocky. So some of you might know Rocky. Rocky was a dog that was kept in our forward airlock, and then he sometimes decides he is walking so much better than he was last week. Still a bit slippy on this floor, I know, my love, but he's walking so much better than he was. And obviously we will sort of support him as and when he does slip. Hey, little one. So yeah, once I'm off the live, I'll come in, and then we just use a towel underneath his belly, and then we can help him walk and get out and about, which he likes. Hey, buddy. So yeah, he's doing really, really well as well. You gonna try and get up, bud? Hey, let me see if I can just support him. There we go. You're okay. You're okay, buddy. There we go. We're just supporting you go. So I'm going to put my phone down, and then I can help him better. Right. I am still here, though. Do you want to get up? Should we try? Should we try? Oh, come on. Up. Ready? Oh, there you go. I think you need to pee, don't you? There you go. There you go. You're going to go this way. You're going to go this way. Huh? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? This is the slight problem, is that sometimes he gets up and then he can't quite figure out where he wants to go. And you're doing so good. Should we go this way? Ready? There you go. You're okay. You're okay, bud. You're okay. Come grab you. So yeah, he's doing a lot better than he was last week, which is really, really good. Getting a little bit stressed. One of the typical things with vet clinics is that that's so much better than he was last week. Is that you need floors that are easy to clean, but floors that are easy to clean are often quite slippy for dogs. Oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. That was such good walking. So yeah, that can make it a little bit difficult. I'll just shut him in there so that he doesn't try and get out again. We've got Stitch, our long-term kitty cat, and Maisie, who I think will be heading off soon, and Luna. Hey, yeah. Chris is looking really, really good, isn't he? I know, it's amazing. Very, very pleased with how he's looking. And so those are our two major ones. Some of you might have kept up with the Facebook and everything and our social media about Sprout. So Sprout was one of the puppies that came in with Carol and Cranberry, and he got quite sick just as Louise was leaving, and we thought it was pneumonia, so we started him on some antibiotics and supportive treatment, but he just wasn't getting better, and so the other day we did an x-ray, and the kind of functional capacity of both of his lungs was really, really poor, and he was, I mean, I was so surprised that he was even able to get up and walk around with how little lung capacity he had left, and so that kind of made the decision for us, really. He was really stoical. Like I say, I couldn't believe how he was kind of walking around and things, and that is probably what made it quite hard to do, and quite a kind of brutal outcome. But he was very much loved, and he was given lots of cuddles at the end. So that's our update on him, sadly. And then we've got another mum and puppies that came in earlier this week. So there was a mum at the top of the driveway with 3 young puppies. I noticed the other day when I was off, she had mastitis. You could kind of see it was really red and swollen around one of her mammary glands. So I came back to the clinic. I tried to find some antibiotics to give her, but when I went back up, she had disappeared, and I couldn't find her for a couple of days. And then on Thursday, when I was working again, we managed to grab her, and the mastitis had actually ruptured, so she had this big hole in her mammary gland. So we brought her in, we've started her on antibiotics and things, we've got the puppies with us, and they'll all stay in until they're kind of vaccinated and sterilised and everything. So that's really good. So yeah, we're slightly less full of puppies than we were before, which is nice. And it's nice to go up to the top of the driveway and see lots of puppies, all of which have red tags in their ears, all of which we know have been spayed and neutered. And that's a really nice feeling. That kind of is a big sense of accomplishment, because that's a lot of dogs that have been sterilised, and a lot of dogs that are no longer going to have any future puppies, which is great. We still have got quite a long way to go, obviously, the further out from the driveway you get, but within the driveway, we're doing really, really well. Then who else? I don't know if any of you remember Letty. So Letty was one of Louise's favourite dogs. She's an outside dog, and whilst Louise was here, we couldn't find her, which Louise was quite distraught about, because we weren't sure why we couldn't find her. She's quite old. And then the day it snowed here, we went out and I found her in a completely different place to where she usually is, out near sort of Section 5 area, behind Section 5, and she was doing really, really well. So that was really nice. Harley is doing great. So she is on our list to be spayed tomorrow. And let me show you Harley, wherever she is. There she is, having a little rest. So she's on our list to be spayed tomorrow. She will also have an x-ray. Sky, enough. Because previously she was attacked by one of the other dogs, and she got a bit of an injury to her larynx. So we're going to x-ray her tomorrow and just check if that's cleared up. And if it has, then when she's a little bit older, we can release her into the driveway and she can annoy all of the other dogs. But yeah, she's doing really, really well. She's such a sweetheart. She's really good. Hey. Yeah, and then this is Limpy. I don't know if you guys remember Limpy. Limpy used to be in section 5, but he has always had very weak back legs, quite ataxic. And then a couple of months ago, he started really struggling. We thought maybe it was going to be the end, but when we brought him down to the airlock and he got a bit more sort of TLC and one-on-one treatment, he was doing really, really well. So we're keeping him going, keeping him comfortable for as long as possible, obviously. But as soon as, you know, life stops being comfortable for him, then we'll kind of make that call. But he's doing really, really well. Lolita, some of you might remember Lolita. She was the one that had the mucocele surgery, so salivary gland was removed. And we tried to release her outside again, but she just refused. She came back in. So she is now also one of our airlock dogs. You'll notice the absence of Billy. So Billy has been moved up to section 3 with a couple of his friends. He was getting a little bit aggressive in the office. So he was moved, and he's doing really, really well. And Sky, obviously, just wanting all of the fusses. Yeah, so that's the outside dogs. And there's Rumble, obviously. I'm trying to think what else we've had going on this week. Sky, out. Let me have a look back at what we have done. We've had quite a lot of surgeries, mostly cats come in. We found one of our dogs from 2 years ago that we'd vaccinated and everything that hadn't been neutered. She rocked up the other week, and so we managed to get her neutered, which was really, really good. And yeah, what else have we done? We had someone from the local community come in the other day, Sky, with 6 of his dogs, and he, Dr. Ali, spayed and neutered all of those. So that's really, really nice, because it shows that kind of word is getting around about us, which is nice, and it means we can help out the locals and things. Hi Louise, Pfeiffer's doing really, really well. Her wounds looked amazing today when she came in and we flushed them. It was really, really lovely to see. So for those of you who don't know, Pfeiffer came in, she was one of the dogs that came in last Saturday. She came in at about 4, so couldn't quite do the live because sort of she came in and she'd been attacked by some other dogs, and she had some really horrible wounds around her muzzle. You could see right down into the bone. She had big holes in her sinuses. She looked really, really awful. But we gave it a clip and a clean, and we flushed it really well, and we've applied some honey and things, and she's doing really, really well, and she's a real sweetheart. I would go and show you, but I think my internet would cut out if I went down to where she is. So, but if you look at our Facebook page, you'll see the posts about her, and she's doing really, really well. The other day when she came in and I flushed her wounds, there were a couple of really loose bits of bone, so we took those out, which was has made her a lot more comfortable now, so that's really good. And then when we spay her, what we'll do is we'll also just x-ray her muzzle, make sure we're not missing anything major in there that we need to repair or anything like that. But at the moment, I think she's all gonna, we were thinking we might have to go in once the infection had all cleared and suture some of the holes together, but I actually think that they're probably all just going to heal quite happily on their own over time, so that's really nice. And yeah, I'm trying to think, the voting, I think you're probably asking, Hein, about the voting for My Giving Circle, and I think Louise would be the best one to answer that question. I know that we obviously did very, very well in December, so we came first place, and that was great. That got us a few £1,000s, which was absolutely amazing. But obviously it all goes very quickly. So we are constantly on the kind of fundraising train. So we've got another quiz night coming up in a couple of weeks, which should be good fun. And we're also just waiting to hear about possibly getting so the money from the last quiz night I've put aside to try and get some trees and stuff planted, and a bit of erosion control in, kind of natural erosion control and things. If we can get that done, that would be really, really good. So that's kind of my hope at the moment. Some of you might have noticed that our clinic is quite cat-free at the moment, which is also quite nice. We've got our long-term residents, but there was kind of a few weeks where we had about 5 or 6 dog crates and things, all full of cats. And luckily, at the moment, it seems a bit more manageable. So that's really good. And yeah, I think that's kind of the updates on most of the things. Anyone got any questions about any of the other dogs? I should probably share my big update, which if some of you haven't heard, is that I have decided not to renew my contract here, which is really, really sad. I was really gutted, but when I went home over Christmas, I was with my family, and yeah, it just sort of felt like the right thing to do. But I am definitely going to be back, so we've already planned for me to cover I'll definitely keep you updated on the quiz night, Hein. So I've already organised to come back in October to cover Ali. He's hoping to get a couple of weeks of work experience in the UK. So I'll be back and forth, and definitely kind of want to stay part of the Warpaws family, and also support whatever new vet comes out. But yes, new adventures await. So yeah, it was a lot of it was basically to do with the dogs as well. So Sky, being a collie, is just not getting the attention she needs. You can probably hear her barking at the other dogs outside. So yeah, we need to get back to her normal exercise and normal routine. But it's been a great year, and yeah, I will definitely be back and forth. So yeah, I'm really sad to be going as well, Tina. It'll be, yeah, really, really sad. But yeah, I'm sure the next person will be just as good, and I think Ali will be. Well, I hope Ali will kind of take on a leadership role as well. I think he'll be very good at that. So yeah, that's my kind of big news for the week, which is sad and still doesn't quite feel real, especially because we're already in February and my contract is over end of March. So we'll see what happens. But obviously there's flexibility and everything. If I haven't got another job lined up or anything, maybe I'll stay for a little bit. It's all very, very flexible. But yes, that's my news. So if any of you know any vets who are looking, who enjoy an adventure and enjoy a challenge, point them towards the Facebook Lives, point them towards the social media, tell them to give me a message. I'm totally happy to chat to anyone. I can be very, very honest about my time here. It's been great. It's also been very, very challenging. And yeah, if anyone knows any vets and they think that they might want to come out here, then that would be, yeah, we would love to hear from them, and I would love to chat to them as well. And I will also always be at the end of the phone if anyone needs support. And the same I know for Dr. Harvey. Whatever vet comes out here, we will always be at the end of the phone to offer advice and second opinions and things like that. Yeah, so that's interesting and sad, but yeah, one of those things. I'm not very good at sort of ending things, I have to say. I'm very kind of yeah, sort of brush it all off. But yeah, it will be very sad to go. What else is going on at the moment? So the weather out here has been interesting. I don't know if any of you saw my Instagram reel the other day, but there was, we went up to Safin Mountain, and I don't know why I didn't think there would be snow up there, because it had been sort of 15, 16 degrees in Erbil during the day. But we went up and there was so much snow and it was amazing. And yeah, I really loved it. And me and the dogs were kind of just jumping around in the snow. The dogs were off lead, which was amazing. They really needed that. And it was, yeah, really, really beautiful. Actually, in Erbil, it's been a lot more rain than snow. But it's actually quite nice weather when it's not raining, because it's sunny, but it's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's temperate enough that I can sleep in the van, which is really, really lovely. And so, yeah, I'm actually quite enjoying this weather. It would be nice if it wasn't quite so muddy in the driveway, but it's not too bad at the moment. And yeah, it's good. I quite enjoy this weather. I'm kind of used to the the rain, being from England. Yeah, I'll definitely still be back and forth. Definitely help out and things. I can't imagine ever not sort of being a part of the War Pause journey. Oh, there goes Rum. For some reason, if obviously if Louise and the trustees will have me. And yeah, I think that's everything I can think of with regards to updates and things. I didn't have any major questions this week, but I think what we will do, if people prefer, maybe people could kind of let me know what sort of time on a weekend works for them. Is it Saturday mornings? Is it Sunday afternoons? Sort of, yeah, and then we can kind of try and arrange a time that more people can kind of log on and stuff, because I think I assumed Saturday mornings were quite good, because people were kind of having a slow, lazy morning, but I could be wrong. So if Sunday afternoons work better for you, or Sunday mornings, or Saturday afternoons, or whatever, just yeah, let us know, and then next week we will yeah, we'll do another one. And Hein, the quiz night will be on the 12th. I just need to double confirm with the two princes, but it should be on the 12th, and I will get a leaflet and everything made up and sent out to everyone, and I will look forward to seeing you there. And to everyone else, have a great weekend, rest of your weekend, and I will see you probably similar time next week, if that works for people. So Sunday at 1 p.m. GMT. And if you have any questions, obviously just comment on here, or just send Louise a message, and we will do our best to answer them. See you all soon. Bye.